comparison is a downward spiral, right? When you start doing it, it's going to hold you back. It's going to make you anxious.
So never let yourself go into that dark place. You know, it's hard nowadays too. I'll be honest with you, because there are people so young that so much access to knowledge and they're crushing business. And I'm like, damn. Guys, welcome back to the Winners Club podcast, where even when we don't win, we learn. This is your business podcast that is going to propel you, excel you, make you a better person if you just tune in and give us a 5-star review. Make sure you download, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're coming at you, and I'm coming at you with a big one today. And today it really is that I want to drop a lesson. This hit me a little bit today because, you know, I preach and I talk about what I see. And this week what I saw was that when you compare yourself to others and their journey, their success, and you hold that near and dear to yourself, that's going to hurt you.
100%.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your path. We are all on the different roads. And the moment you try to get into my lane or I try to get into somebody else's lane, you're usually destined for a road of hardship, envy, ego, hatred, you name it. Now, sometimes you can look ahead and you can be happy and you can try to use that as motivation. But I would advise you to actually not look to others for motivation, but to look within yourself. Figure out your why. Figure out what it is that you truly want. Have clarity. And make sure that it is truly something that you want. Otherwise, the path and the journey is going to be long and hard if it's not something that you truly want.
I love that, man. I completely agree with that. I feel like comparison is a downward spiral, right? When you start doing it, it's going to hold you back. It's going to make you anxious, and it's going to really slow you down in your growth, because it's not your growth anymore. It becomes someone else's. So you're trying to live a different life. So it sounds like you got a good story. You got any context to the story for the viewers, for the listeners?
No context. No specific example. I'm just kind of cruising through life, and I kind of see as I'm having conversations, and the conversations are kind of going towards that direction. Like, oh man, look at this, what this person got. Look at what he's doing. Or then they started like, oh man, like, how do we get, that's actually how I would do it. Like, okay, well, how do we get there, right? That's one way to actually do it. That's the right way. But when you actually start saying like, oh man, like, oh, that dude's just lucky, or that dude got family's money or trust funds.
Yeah.
Oh man, come on.
Yeah.
You're going down that wrong path.
Definitely.
So I just want to remind people it's hard to do, right? I advise you to actually never compare at all. I mean, sometimes don't even, it's easier said than done. I will say that. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's why some of the homework that I'm going to give you right now in this episode is, number one, if you're not journaling, you should journal. Write down what you're grateful for. It's going to ground you. Because when you realize how much you have and how plentiful or bountiful, where you are, and even if you don't have much, you're alive. If you're walking, hopefully you're walking, because there are those who do not walk, cannot walk. Those are the little things. Learn to appreciate and be grateful for the little things. And when the big things come, which they shall, God, you're going to feel good.
Yeah. I think journaling is huge, is a huge key to building your own journey, right? In a way that you can't, or you won't compare yourself to others, because no one's gonna wake up and journal. Well, I would think that no one's gonna wake up and journal and start being like, oh, I gotta be better than this guy, you have time to sit down and figure out what you want. That's the time for you. Journaling time is meant for you. It's not meant for anybody else. You're not supposed to talk about anything that doesn't have to do with your goals, your aspirations, your gratitude. So I think to all the listeners, start picking that up. I want to battle you a little bit on this.
Yeah.
I know we're talking about comparison, and I don't think anybody should do this, but there is a healthy way to do it, right?
Absolutely.
Healthy comparison.
There is. And we can talk about that. there are always two sides to every story, and it is up to you to determine who you are. If you are a person that naturally gets jealous or envious, then stick to my first advice.
Yeah.
Don't go down that path.
Yeah.
It's not going to end well. You're going to spiral, and you're just going to be left in a empty, angrier place.
Yeah.
Okay? And before I get to that, the second homework tip that I want to give you guys, I actually kind of forgot it because you asked the question. Second tip. First tip was the journal. The second tip is that you want to keep your mind occupied. Oftentimes, when I am in a place of struggle or sadness, or a place that is not where I'm normal and I'm feeling good, is because I'm not keeping my mind occupied with something that is positive.
Completely.
Usually I'm at home by myself, and then I start kind of going down that bad path, But when I'm reading, when I'm watching positive YouTube, when I'm kind of doing things that I naturally love and I'm having fun, man, I'm golden.
Yeah, for sure.
So never let yourself go into that dark place.
I completely agree because, it's damn near impossible to be jealous or compare yourself when you're just so busy, like focused on yourself.
Yeah.
When you're trying to work on your goals, you're working on your business plan, when you're working on your gratitudes, it's impossible to compare yourself, and not be happy for the other person. I think that's a huge part as well. If you are someone who does compare, karma and spirituality and all that stuff. It does. I believe it's true, and I feel like it does play a big part in business and life in general. And once you start shifting your views to that and just being happy for somebody that maybe you aspire to be, right? Not envious, but aspire to be like, good karma will come back your way, and you will receive that abundance back into your life, like the law of attraction. So I just wanted to throw that in there.
So that's perfect. And I think that's leading into the next thing. And so when you actually have a person that you idolize, you see, you're not comparing your life to theirs. What you're actually doing is you are basically, you set the target that you want to get there, but you're still on your own road. You're still on your own path.
Yeah.
And so comparing is when you try to go into their lane.
Yeah.
But when you aspire, you're in your own, but you know that you're going to go north.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you're going to go west, whatever direction they're going.
Yeah.
But you're going to get there on your own terms. You're going to get there on your timeline.
Yeah.
Not theirs.
Yeah.
Okay? And sometimes your timeline might be faster. Sometimes your timeline might be longer. That's okay. Life happens. But just know, never lose sight of what it is that you truly wanted in life. And did you truly give it your all? And if you gave it your all and it came up short, that's okay.
Yeah.
You gave it your all. Be proud of yourself. But you have to give it your all. Don't be a lazy bum. Because if you're lazy and you're wondering why you're not here with big old Brian, hey man, work harder. Work smarter.
Definitely. I like the switch of tone there. But I want to add, this healthy comparison, it's definitely okay to look at someone and want their life or want what they have, right? I feel like if you are comparing yourself and you are approaching it in a negative way, I would say just, if you feel like that, you should probably go and try to get mentored by them. Yeah. Switch it up, right? Like if you feel some type of way, the best thing to do is to learn from them, right? Because you want to be like them, right? And chances are they're probably not a bad person. So, try to do that and try to shift your mindset from negative to basically positive in that situation.
That's right. It's hard nowadays too. I'll be honest with you, because there are people so young with so much access to knowledge, and they're crushing business, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And it's so easy for me to just go and be like, get mad,
Yeah, for sure.
The old folks.
Yeah.
Back in my day, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have all the people on YouTube spitting games so we could learn.
Yeah, that's a problem too, though.
You see how it is? But that's the wrong way to be it.
Exactly.
So now I'm like, no, I got to be with these young bucks.
Yeah, for
Keeps
sure.
you young.
Yeah. I want to add too, because like, I mean, for me, I always look at other people who are like video creators, and I'm like, man, this guy sucks. I'm better, but like realistically, they're really skilled and probably better than me. And I just say that.
And also, did they put in the work? You know?
They probably did put in the work. They put in the hours.
Yeah.
Right? But I think it's hard to shift just naturally, being a human being to shift and just, you kind of have to trick yourself in the beginning. You're like, oh no, I'm happy for him. Right. You just kind of like do the reps and it starts to be like more natural and normal. Like after
bring up a good point. Even when you're not happy for someone, pretend to be happy for them.
That is 100% true. You
better.
Should definitely do that.
Yeah, dude. Like, just be happy for them.
Yeah.
Even if you don't mean it. In the beginning, it's gonna be like, I don't mean it, but I'm gonna tell them I'm happy for you.
Honestly, like that's my healthy comparison. You know, like I'll go to you and I'll be like, yeah, I'm happy for you. And then when I leave, I'm like, I'm gonna destroy this guy though.
That's okay too. Hey, motivation, whatever. You got to fuel your fire.
Yeah.
But just start by that. Like, I'm happy for you because nobody likes a hater.
No, yeah, for sure.
Nobody likes a hater.
Yeah, for sure.
Haters' energy is like the worst to be around. Nobody loves a hater, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna push yourself out of a lot of good groups if you're a fucking hater.
Tip.
That's it, guys. That's the tip for today. I'm gonna start dropping a couple of life lessons, life business tips, and stuff like that are just quick and simple for your drive to work or your drive to the gym. I really appreciate you guys. Give us a 5-star. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Thank you guys. Peace out.